Chaw, man, we're about to pass us a good time, yeah.
What is up? Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be doing a little prop testing. I had two sets of props that my good friends at EMAX sent to me with my care package, and I hadn't flown them before. I've been particularly flying mostly HQ props, ethics. I was stuck on the S5s for a while, and then the P5s came out, the candy canes. And once those came out, I was stuck on them. I was buying them in bulk. Well, I got this care package, and you know, it's always good to try new things, different things. You never know what you're going to like. You know, you might be running the same prop for a year, like I did, and then just so happen to try something different and be like, wow, this makes me fly such and such a way that I never thought I'd be able to fly before. Well, these are the AVAN Scimitar 5x2.6x3. And I was kind of put off by the low pitch because I like a lot of pitch. I like to be able to pull out on those dives, you know, and not have to worry about it. And it helps get rid of the prop wash if you ride into it the right way. So, and also I was worried about thrust because this is a pretty shallow prop from what I'm used to flying. So I was like, we'll see. Well, let's go find out. All right, so up on deck is the AVAN Scimitar 2.6x3, 5-inch props. 8% left on my goggles, so we gotta get this back in quick. So let's do it. All right, let's see what kind of thrust we got. Yeah, it was cool. These ain't too bad. Yeah, not as much thrust on it as I'm used to, of course, because they're only 2.6, but I feel a bit more flow with it. Thrust not as much, but I really wouldn't complain about this product. Awesome. Yeah, see, look at that. Whoa. Responsive as shit. Let's get up under here. Throw back over the tree. Come back under. I'm not noticing any prop wash in the DVR. Have to check the GoPro footage and see what it's doing, but as of right now, oh yeah, these things are way more responsive than I was expecting for 2.6. I would rock these. They only gave me one set, so I don't want to really push it just yet. I want to try them a little more before I see how durable they are. Yeah, see these things, these are all right, man. Now I'm really interested in the flows because I think those are more popular than these. I don't know if these are new or what. I definitely dig the responsiveness. A little bit more, gotta be a little bit more on the throttle than typical, but it's not hard to get used to, which is really impressive. To the right, let's go to the left. Here we go. millionaire. Oh.
That might be a wall. We constantly get a lot better than
Let's see how durable they were. Hey, here are my goggles beeping, 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 beeping like a beeper, and they don't sound like they're out. But these props don't even sound like they messed up. Oh. Hey man, these ain't bad. These ain't bad at all. Alright, so I just got back from a little rip session. I tried out 2 different sets of props. What prop I really liked, which I wasn't expecting to because the pitch is so shallow. I typically run a candy cane 5.143, and this is a 5 by 2.6 by 3. And I only have 1 set to test durability, but I mean, you'll probably see in the footage, I smacked the crap out of that tree, and I mean, I hit the props dead on. They're very sharp, so you will lose a little bit of a tip on them, but I don't know, I feel like they are pretty durable. They bent back very well, and even when one of them is slightly out, like this one was slightly out, you really won't notice. And my motors weren't running hot, probably because the pitch is so light. And with that being said, I was expecting to lose a ton of thrust, and I was pretty surprised to notice that I didn't lose much. I had to stay a little higher up on the throttle, which with that lighter pitch of prop, yeah, I was expecting to be way up on it, you know, but it was actually pretty close to the candy cane feel, you know. Next will be the AVAN Flow. I think it's a pretty popular prop, so we'll take a look at those next. And let me know what you think in the comments about these props, if you've tried them, your favorite prop in particular. I'd love to hear it. Like I said, my favorite is the candy cane right now, 5.14 by 3. And my buddy JR, FPV, he really loves the candy canes, but he doesn't like the color scheme. So he went and he's tried to find another guest company that has almost an exact replica of the candy cane, but in a different color scheme. So we'll see what he has that he has me try out, and I'll try them out and I'll see what I think about them and how close they are. And we'll talk about those another time. But until then, check out the EMAX AVAN Scimitar 5 by 2.6 by 3. Link down below, affiliate link, that will help me out. Also, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, because it does help me. Until next time, guys, peace.